Hey guys, this is Dimitri again. We're gonna be working with vectors today in our programming. Basically, what a vector is a set of values. Okay, it can be numbers, it can be text. We're gonna be working with a set of data for students. Okay, we're gonna start with the example. So we have a student. We're gonna call this student name, and then we're gonna use the arrow operator, and then we're gonna call the C parentheses, which is the combine function, and then we're gonna put all the values together. Okay, so we're just gonna work with three students. Our first student's gonna be Lauren Smith. Our second student, it's gonna be Tom Cool. And our third student is gonna be Jay Lee. So now we have this set of data here, okay? Now we're gonna say that these students go to college and they study different programs. So another variable will be program. Same thing, we're just gonna put the arrow operator. We're gonna define the programs for each student. So for Lauren's gonna be an MBA student. Tom is a master in IT. And Jaylee, it's a master in computer science. Let's say we're gonna have the grades too, okay? So grades, same thing, we're just gonna put the arrow operator. The combine function to set the values. So we're gonna have the GPA for Lauren 3.8. For Tom, it's gonna be, let's say, 2.6. And finally, we're gonna have a 3.5 for Jay. Let's try to put also status. So we're gonna have a status for these three students. And we're gonna have a true and false value. Okay, true, it's gonna be the student is current student, and false is gonna be that they already graduated. Okay, so true, and false. So as you guys can see, we have numbers, we have text, and we basically already did 4 vectors. So now we're gonna run this with F5. Okay, now that we run this, we can see the variables here. Okay, we have the grades, program, status, and student name. Don't pay attention to this Michelson. That's another set of data that I have in another our programming example. Okay, so now that we have this set of data, we can just go and try to let's say call a number or a program that we need. Okay, so how do we do this? We're just gonna basically access the records of any of the sets of data that we have here. So let's go to grades, for example, grades. And if we want to access the records, we're gonna have to use the square brackets. Okay, so grades, if we want to access the first one, which is 3.8 for Lauren, we're just gonna type 1 and then hit enter. It's gonna show us the 3.8. okay, so what about if we want to see Tom Cool name? So we're gonna have to type student name, which is already here. Same thing, like square brackets, and we're gonna go to number 2, right, which is Tom. Hit enter and Tom Cool is there. So we're gonna try to do something else. We want to avoid this guy over here, Tom, because he had a GPA of 2.6. So we can avoid that by doing grades parentheses -2. So the program is gonna run everything but the number 2, which is 1, 2, right? 2.6. So it's gonna show us Lawrence and Jay's GPA 3.8, 3.5. What else? We can do this also, grades square brackets, and if we want to show every single item, so we're just gonna go from 1 to 3. There you go. So we have the 3 GPA. This is basically the easiest way to create vectors. Of course, you guys can create a bigger one, but this is gonna be just a simple example for you to start like creating vectors in R. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.